Hi viewers, we are joined by Sai Praneeth, India's sole representative in men's singles badminton at Tokyo 2020. Sai, glad to see you again. Many thanks for joining. Welcome to our show. Maiden Olympics, you must be super excited.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, exciting, and it's the first Olympics, and the days are getting closer. So definitely exciting, and also a bit of nervousness because of this pandemic. So it's a mixed feeling, but definitely waiting to start the Olympics.
Sai, which is your first memory about Olympics? Tell us about that.
I think when I was young, definitely when I know that Olympics is the biggest sporting event so then in evening I was very young, and then definitely uh, at that point of time when I knew that Olympic is a big sporting event, and then I thought that I somehow have to represent uh, represent my country in the Olympics, and it's definitely a dream come true. And I hope I'll get back with the medal, and I'll hope I'll give my best.
Sai, you were among the first batch of players at Gopichand Academy. From then, there was a steady growth in your game and performance.
I think, yeah, right from the first day I was with Gopi sir in 2005, I think, and it was a great journey. When you look back, I think it's a great journey. There are so many ups, so many downs, and Gopi sir guided us well to reach this level because he was always there. He worked uh, very hard to make us success, and definitely it all paid off. And we also we also worked very hard, and think, yeah, it was a great journey when you look back.
Gopichand is not in the official squad for Tokyo, and you'll be guided by the Indonesian coach this time.
Yeah, I think there are so many rules, and there are limited slots for badminton, and also before two coaches can sit behind the match, but because of this COVID and all the rules have changed, and the only one coach can sit behind, and he just thought that I am training with Agus from a very long time, and I think he have to be there. So I think that is why he's not coming, but I wish he would have also come. But yeah, I think the possibilities were very less, and yeah, I hope from here, I think he is always there.
So the way that badminton is played at the highest level is changing every 3 to 6 months. What all have you learned under Agus Sandoso?
Nothing specific, but yeah, I think all coaches are almost same. I mean, the pattern is almost same, so nothing has changed much. But the only thing is we got a lot of time to practice because of all the tournaments getting cancelled. So that is one thing which made me practice and make practice well. He is the singles coach, so Gopi sir also uh, gave him all the rights to do whatever he wants. So definitely, from a very long time we have been working without playing any tournaments. I think that is the one thing where everybody will be fit now.
In the scenario of a complete wipeout of the international calendar post-March, there have been no cues to pick up from competitors. We can assume that over the past year, all players have added to their skills and technique. Are you pleased with the fitness level and all going to Tokyo?
Yeah, I think I'm good now. I feel I'm good because I've been training hard from a very long time. So definitely, it's playing after playing a tournament after a long time, and that too Olympics. So I'm focused, and also I'm good, and I hope I'll give my best.
India has won a medal in badminton in each of the past two editions of the Summer Olympics, while Saina broke India's duck in 2012 London Olympics. Sindhu raised the bar further by winning the silver in 2016. So are we looking at Tokyo as an opportunity to consolidate our position as India's most popular individual sport?
Definitely, badminton has a very good chance of winning because all the three events what we are going have a chance. But it's an Olympics, so you can't say anything. But definitely, we have a chance, and this is not a tournament like any other Super Series. So it's a big tournament, and you need to on that day you have to be 100%. So yeah, I mean, frankly, every event we have a chance to win a medal. So that is what I can say. Nothing we can't sure anything, but definitely we have a chance.
So you've been training at the Gachibowli Indoor Stadium for the past 1 month. It's similar to the one in Tokyo. So tell us about your preparations and all.
Yeah, I think playing in Gachibowli has definitely helped because the Tokyo Stadium is really big and this Gachibowli is also very big. So when the stadiums are big, eventually the shuttle will be slow. So practicing in those conditions, I feel really will help in Tokyo Olympics.
So you must have good memories about Tokyo. When you played there last time in the Japan Open 2019, you reached the semi-finals. So you know the place, you're familiar with the conditions, you have done well. Does that give you kind of confidence?
Yeah, I know how the conditions are and I played the semi-final. So definitely that is one of a kind where I can be confident and I know the conditions. So if it's a new stadium, maybe I would have thought something differently, but this is a stadium where we played. So I hope it will be an advantage for me and play confidently.
The draw is out and now you have a chance to produce some upsets on the biggest stage in international sport.
Yeah, I think men's singles everybody are tough, so you can't take it easy at any point of time. So it's like it's every match it should be a 50-50 because everybody are almost at the same level. So it's just you have to be 100% on that day and you just have to win because with any player it's very tough to say that I'll win for sure. So it is always very tough and all the players will be 100% fit as it is Olympics and also everybody has an equal time to train without any tournament. So definitely everybody will fit and I think every match will be a good match and I hope that I'll have to make 2 upsets to reach semi-finals at least. So definitely I just hope that I play good. That's it.
So I remember coming to Hyderabad a couple of months after your World Championship bronze medal. You were very confident about securing an Olympic berth. So you know that you belong to the top level. You won a medal in one of the biggest competitions in badminton. So are you thinking about that? Does that give you kind of confidence?
Definitely, these wins give you a great confidence because these wins make you believe that you are at that level, and then you start working differently. Your mindset will change, and everything will be changed. So definitely, those wins really make me think differently and play confidently, and also think in a different way.
You know that there is not much difference in the top level among the top 15 or 16 players. So which all areas do you need to concentrate? Do you need to focus more or improve in coming days?
I think for me the most important thing is to be fit. I mean, so physically I have to be fit, and then I think I'll be pretty confident when I'm physically fit. Sometimes when there are too many continuous tournaments, I know that my fitness level will go down, but now I think I just want to maintain a good fitness level throughout the year and then perform well in all the tournaments.
Please tell us about your opponents in group stage also.
I never played with Mark Aljo. I think this is the first meet, and it's a good match because he's a good player and he played semi-finals recently in All England. So it will be a good match, and I think I'll give my best. And I've never played him, so I just watch his game and just prepare according to that.
Sai, we all are aware about the quarantine rules in Tokyo, and we know that this is not going to be the normal kind of a tournament. So how do you plan to unwind yourself during Olympics?
I think we played couple of tournaments in the same situation, so we know how to focus on game, and because it's very tough. The Olympics is happening in a very tough situation, so definitely you have to also be careful and it's a new thing now. I think for the next few months, we don't know when it will be end, but I think the next tournaments, whatever we play, will be also in the same situation. So I think we somehow everybody, I feel, understood the situation, and everybody will be adjustable for this situation. And also it's important to be safe now. So yeah, I'm not thinking much about that. I just once go there, I just need to focus on my game, because you will get to practice, you'll get to eat food, you'll get to train. I think that should be okay as of now.
Sai, the Musashino Forest Plaza, the badminton venue, is known to be on the slower side. So many believe that you have a better chance there.
Yeah, I think I can be confident, but sometimes now there is no crowd, so there will be some effect on the shuttle, and also now they prepare a new shuttle for the Olympics. So definitely there will be a little difference from what I played in Tokyo, but yeah, I think definitely I'll be a bit of confident, and because I know the conditions, and I hope it will be the same conditions as 2019. And yeah, I think I just need to, whatever it is, I need to focus and play well.
Sai, my final question. In Rio, the spotlight was on Saina Nehwal after her 2012 bronze medal. It helped Sindhu to perform under the radar. Now we know that the focus is on Sindhu with such a supremely imposing CV. So, is that helpful to you when Satvik Chirag pair?
Yeah, I think that is anyway there in India. She is a medal contender and she won a medal at the last Olympics. It's okay. I think it's better. I mean, I don't think much about it, and I just want to give my best, and then rest is the rest.
Thank you so much, Sai. All the best for Tokyo.